Hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for asking. You're doing well as well? Okay, cool. I'm just chilling out. Mm, nice night, don't you think? The moon's barely full. It's nice and dark and quiet. Hmm? Oh, nothing's up. It's just, it's a bit dead outside. So, I'm just chilling. So, you, you want some stuff? I mean, stuff. You know, that good medicine, my friend. Come on, stuff. Hey, man, if you're afraid or think I'm a cop or something, I'm straight, friendo. I'm not a cop. I ain't got a badge on me. It's cool. It's cool. I understand. Why would you be out at like the dead of night? It's 2 a.m., buddy. Just a stroll? Really? That's pretty weird. Coming from me too. That's even more weird. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Oh man, I really, I'm sorry. I mean, I don't really like to start people's addictions. I just, it's a tough world out there. I sell them. It's nothing against you personally. My name, not really one for names. I'm not gonna lie, but you seem like a good person. Um, they call me Streets, quiet one. Uh, Took me a while to get that name too. You know what they used to call me? They used to call me Shakes. God, I hated that name. Well, the reason behind Shakes is Pretty simple, don't you think? I mean, it was either that or Twitch. Uh, Personally, I don't like being attacked about my speech impediment. It's just something I don't like to you know bring back up. But I got the name Streets pretty simply. You see, I used to grow up around this area. Um, so I knew the streets like the back of my hand. It was pretty simple. I knew every dark alley. I knew every shortcut. I knew every fence post to get away. I knew everything about this area. So it was pretty easy for me to get the name once dealers started getting cracked down on the streets. A lot of cops started showing up. And unfortunately to say, for other people at least, they weren't as quick as me, and they weren't as smart as me. Fortunately for me, more business. So I used my wit to get around, and when a lot of the suppliers started seeing that, they started trusting me with their supply a lot more than the average person. I mean, it takes a while to make a buck. Why am I doing this? I mean, it's pretty obvious. Gotta make a living some way. I ain't got talent that people want, so, well, except being a risk taker. I mean, it seems like the only thing that I'm good at is just being stupid when it comes to brass decisions. Do I have a family? I mean, I don't have I don't like have a wife or kids. I got a girlfriend, but it's kind of iffy. Nothing too sturdy. I mean, our relationship is like a pillar on sand. She's good though. She keeps me sane, I guess. But do I have a family? Oh, I do, friendo. Um, well, it's a bit broken, I guess. Well, my I don't really talk to my parents too much for different reasons. I mean, my mom is a little, mm, I guess, unstable. My dad, the reason I don't talk to him, he's dead. He got gunned down in the streets one day after coming home from work. They thought he was someone else, but what are you gonna do? People make mistakes. You, you, you gotta move on. That's the reason why my mom's unstable. At least she's broken. But aren't we all just a little bit broken? Enough with the sob stories. I've got two sisters though. They're both a little bit younger than me. They're living good lives though. I made sure of that. When things took a turn for the worse with my family, I had to step up. So I stopped school and I just started working odd jobs here and there until eventually I got to here and I'm making the big bucks, you know. But they're good girls. I love my little sisters. They're great. They don't live here, thank God. I sent them to our aunt's place after that whole incident with our father. I thought it'd be best if our godmother took them over. My mom's not very stable, and she doesn't need any more people, dragging down her life. So, yeah. But I'm just trying to get them enough money, enough money for me to live, and enough money for them to have a happy life. They're smart girls, so I'm sure they'll get some kind of what are they called again? Like money for being smart. Oh yeah, grants or scholarships. Yeah, that's the stuff. Thanks. But yeah, I mean that's just like a brief history of my family. So I mean, can't change nothing about that, But yeah, I'm just chilling out here waiting for some action. This is the time that people usually want to come by and buy some supply. But you're not interested, so I'll leave you be, friend. Okay. What? Can you say that again, real quick? Oh, you're okay. Okay, I can show you what I got. Yeah, sure. Okay. So I've got narrowed this system down to like 3 categories, I guess. So we got like the cheap stuff, the decent stuff, and then we got like high baller stuff, like you better be packing at least a 6-figure salary to be using this stuff seriously. Okay, let's start off with like the small stuff. This stuff is like the thing that gets junkies going, the things they can afford, the things that they love. All right, hold on, let me check. All right, let me see what we got here. Got my little list in my pocket. Just gotta unruffle it. Hold on 1 second. God, I gotta remember not to fold these things 16 ways. It's ridiculous. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Okay, to start you off, we got this stuff. It's called Xanarix. It's a basically you take a needle, right, and you jam it into this little vial, and you jam it in, get everything out, and you just jam it right into your neck. This stuff is really weird. I'm not really sure how the heck it works, but basically, some dude in his basement thought it'd be smart to take like these tiny little robot things and stick them into some sludge substance, and he made it into a brew and gets the people that need like a fix to be satisfied at least. So what happens is after you jam it in your neck, you get everything in there. You just you shoot, take the needle out, and these like little things start flying around your body, and then eventually they start buzzing and they start like shocking you. It's kind of like a pain-inducing high, you know. And they eventually make their way to your brain, and they start shocking the crap out of your brain. It's kind of funny seeing it in action. It's kind of like someone's having a seizure, but they're laughing the entire time. I mean, no, well, seizures really aren't funny, but you know what I mean. Where like they're kind of moving back and forth sporadically, but it's laughing that really makes it funny because they start like going crazy, you know. Let's move on. Okay, so that stuff is $35 per vial. Okay. This next thing we got right here. This let me see. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So this stuff. This is called Jenny's Kick. People want to get their names and everything these days. But the story behind this is some girl decided that she was going to make some really, kicking pills. And basically, the name just kind of stuck from there. It was kind of a dumb story, I'm not going to lie. But she made these pills, and they give you this like huge boost in your senses and your movement. It's actually kind of cool. So it's just like any kind of oral medication. You would take this stuff, you pop a pill, and about 15-20 minutes later, you would feel some results. And yeah, you just you have this like boost in energy. It's kind of like a energy shot, except a little more expensive and a little more result showing, you know. I feel like energy shots are just like nothing but sugar and like a what's that psychology term again? Like a placebo effect or whatever. It's like you think something happens, but it really doesn't. I don't really know. But yeah, Jenny's Kick is like 40 for 5 pills. It gets people moving. It gets them ready for their jobs, I guess. It's a little risque though, so wouldn't recommend it. And oh, that's right. I forgot about this. Hold on. We got this is the last thing I have for cheap stuff, at least. This is a little dosage called Nemacilla. This is a really dangerous drug. Not gonna lie, it's really dangerous. So what you do is you just like Xanarix, where you take your needle and you stick it into the vial and get all those juices out. Basically, you want to wrap your arm and make the veins pop instead of your neck, of course. You wrap your arm and get it real tight, and then the veins will show. And then you just stuff the needle into your vein, except, hear me out, you don't shoot it all at once. You have to take it very slow and steady. You're gonna have to go one bit at a time. You want to take usually 5 or 6 little pumps at a time, so you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, whatever you want. But the reason I say this is because I'm pretty sure if you take it all at once, I'm pretty sure it'll stop your heart. I mean, I've seen it happen a couple times. It's kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie, because it's usually junkies that don't get their fix for a few days that kind of they get really desperate and then they just shoot it all at once, and it's just they're gone. Good night, Irene. But yeah, so gives a pretty good high, but again, heart stopping. So yeah, $50. $50. It's pretty cool. Pretty good stuff. I think that's it for the cheap stuff, right? Yeah, I think so. This is where we get to the real nitty gritty. This is where we get to the good stuff, yeah. Decent stuff, okay. So, okay. What I got here, little thing called Foster's Relief. So these is they're basically relaxing pills. They're not happy pills, they're so these pills that slow down your heart rate and in turn slow down blood flow to the brain. It basically makes you get to this really weird sense of nirvana, I guess you could say, where everything seems like it's slow and you're just relaxed. It's really nice. From what I've heard, I don't touch the stuff, but it's a little more expensive. It's about $85 per pill instead of how Jenny's Kick was $40 for 5 pills. This is a little ridiculous, a little much. That was Foster's Relief. Oh yeah, this stuff. Hold on. Yeah, I forgot about this stuff. This, my friend, this is brand new, but really good. This is Waylay's Storm. This guy's a genius. He's some guy that just started growing a ton of plants in his cellar of his apartment complex, and he would take a combination of various plants, some safe, some deadly, but you get the point. He's tested it over the last 3 years, and after some risque animal testing, he used rats that were just crawling around his basement. He finally got it to the point where he perfected the recipe and narrowed it down to the exact amounts needed for safe consumption. It's amazing. It's a mixture of highs. It's really something to see. It's crazy. Basically, because of how many different plants are inside of it, you get this. It's like a grab bag of highs. Some people have been relaxed. Some people have gotten hallucinations. It's something to see, man. And it's only $110 a bag for a couple, an ounce or so, or like 2 ounces or something like that. I don't really remember the exact measures, but people love it. I usually run out of stock before you get here. It's kind of amazing that I got this bag left. this right here. This has been around for the longest time. It's a actually, this has been around for probably, I want to say, before you and I were born. This is called kicks. Yeah, kicks. I don't get my kicks without this. Basically, this little vial right here, it basically is pure spritzer, you know. It's actually really, really cool. Basically, how it works. It's an oral spray. So you take this and you just, and boom, and you spray that on your tongue, and it's like a really good hallucinogenic. It's really crazy. It lasts like 10 hours, and you get like this little vial. You get this little vial, only 135 per bottle. I'm actually pretty low on stock. The supplier hasn't really given me too much ever since the crackdown on his den about 2 weeks ago. So I'm still waiting for another stock, but I've still got a few bottles for some pristine customers, you know. I think that does it for the decent stuff. Yeah, let me check. Yeah, I think that just about does it. But this is the fun. This is where we get into the high baller stuff. Okay, you like I said, you're gonna need a 6-figure salary to keep this fixed down. Okay, so first thing I got on my list is something called roots. Now this is the purest high that you can get on God's green earth. Pretty nice tagline, huh? There's a warehouse in an undisclosed location that grows the purest form of some very illegal plants. And what they'll do is they'll take they'll extract all of the juices from the roots themselves. It's actually, I really don't even know how they do it, but they do. And it took me quite a bit just to get a little batch of this stuff. But then again, not too many people can buy it. But when they do, oh yeah, it's good eating that night. So, this little extract, it comes in a vial. You want to use it for needles, of course, and it gets those like prissy little, all natural wusses out of the market. You know, brings them back in, tells them this isn't man-made at all. It's just us taking it from the earth. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, right? And yeah, so that's like $450 a vial. Okay, yeah, I know what to do next. So this is a little different than the rest. Now, you've obviously heard of like steroids in terms of medical, right? How they're able to help build back muscle and make you stronger. And some athletes are really stupid and use it, but you know, who blames them? This stuff, this is called Megalo. It's a long-lasting steroid. It heightens your senses and gives you a really like a giddy sensation. It's kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie, but it basically makes you feel like kind of like a narcissist, you know, very self-centered and very, very strong. So yeah, there's that. Pretty simple. However, no vial. It's a one-time shot. The needles are self-given out specifically for this drug because they cannot allow anything wrong or any remedies to be flowing into it. God forbid you die while taking it and they lose credibility. So This one is 475 a shot. Yeah, 475 a shot. So, one needle, one go. Beat the crap out of whatever neighbor you want. Oh, yeah. I know what to get next. I love this stuff. Nope, not that. Nope, not that. Yeah, that. This stuff is called Feel Good. Very, very simple, but high quality euphoric highs. I kid you not. This stuff will make you feeling good in no time. But I will say, it is completely man-made, totally man-made, influenced, and very good. But it's free from the remedies, so there's not much better you can get, you know. So if you want a really, really good high, totally recommend Feel Good. You're gonna see everything, if you know what I mean. But there's a really weird price on this one, you know. The dealer told me specifically to sell it for 660 for 6 pills. So I don't really know what's up with them, but he's a pretty chill guy. Plays guitar quite a bit and bass. He's got a weird eye though. Never wears a shirt. I don't know why. But yeah, he's a weird dealer, but generally pretty good guy. Got some really weird accent. I don't know where he got it from. Sounds English, but very raunchy. Like he wasn't really educated. I don't really know. But let's see. The last thing on my list is Rehash. This is probably the best stuff I've got. Okay, this is a functional drug. Now, if you ever heard of functional drugs, this is what they call functional drug addicts. This stuff blew my mind when I first heard of it. Blew my mind even more when I got my hands on it and I could, sell it. Now, people do this stuff during their day jobs. I mean, people working big firms use this. I mean, they need this stuff. I usually sell out of this on the weekends because they can't go during the workday. I've gotten a few instances where people use a few too many, a little too much Rehash. So, basically, what it is, it's an energy drug. It gives them like a huge boost in energy, and really heightened awareness. Their fingers start like moving faster, and you can hear a lot more clearly, from every different person. And best part of it, it has no traceable irremedies in the system. Now, every drug usually comes with some kind of a drug test. Even the most high-baller things come with it. But this one can't. It has no traceable drugs, no traceable irremedies, no substances that can be beaten. It beats all drug tests. It's ridiculous. But this stuff comes in a vial. It's pretty nice. Nice little vial right here. Yeah, this stuff. Yeah. So pretty good, pretty good stuff. But that stuff is 775 per vial. So again, pretty high. High in ways than one. um, but yeah, that's basically what the stuff I sell. Um, why would you want to know about that? I mean, I guess you like to know it for street talk, you know, because if you're walking around here at night, I guess you need to know some terms. But I mean, if you're a clean individual, I highly recommend that you stay away. Again, I don't like to start an addiction. I just supply it. Okay, so don't make me break my morals, please. Like there's only so much that I have left that I can stand of myself. So if you could give me that respect of just not having me start to ruin your life, that'd be fantastic. Sorry, I'm starting to get preachy. God, what's wrong with me? Oh well, I think I can see some people coming around the corner. So um, I'm just gonna slap your hand. Okay, I'm just gonna slap your hand. Just nod your head up and down, and then just walk off. It'll seem like you're a cool dude. You know, just a cool person, and people won't bother you. You usually do that. Usually works with both. Doesn't really matter, like, if you're a guy or a girl. Honestly, it works either way. It's just, it's like etiquette, I guess. The transaction of a deal. And people don't like to mess with other people that are messing with their transactions. Sorry, because obviously they wouldn't want to be screwed over during theirs. So yeah, thank you for indulging me for a little bit of time. You know, it was nice to talk to someone normal for a change. Most people I get around here, nothing like me. They're either junkies, family people, or rich pricks, you know? Never a mellow individual. There's always something that's different, that offsets me, you know? But you, I'm getting a little bit of a connection, you know? But yeah, hope you have a nice night and a nice stroll. Again, really weird, but I hope you get home safe, you know? Take care. See you later.